Hi Virgo, this is Jophia Mind Tarot here to read for August 2023. Um, I decided to explore what your soul of the Virgo collective, um, what spirit wants to highlight about your soul this month. The soul is important to learn lessons and bring it back to source. So let's see what's in store for you. I also have the vice versa tarot for any additional information, as well as the angels and ancestors oracle um, deck. So for additional spiritual messages. So let's look into the evolution of the soul deck first and see what comes out. All right, Virgo. For the Virgo collective spirit, what are the messages for the month of August for the Virgo collective spirit? Right. One more shuffle, yes. Right. All right, we have two cards. Tragedy. Oof. Okay, tragedy helps you find your purpose, deep lessons concealed in tragedies, helping others cope during tragedy. All right, so it doesn't mean that you will experience tragedy, it's just saying that you perhaps have coped with tragedy. And then perspective shift, phase of deep questioning, seeing through the lies and delusions, and stop seeing life as you once did. So it seems like something happened in your life that you consider to be a tragedy. It was quite difficult. You've been through a difficult period, but that period, that difficult time in your life that you experienced, helped you change your mindset, change your thinking. Um, at the bottom of the deck, we have Lyran, yeah. Get the glare off. Excel in physical activities, binge in physical joys, freedom fighter, go from fling to fling and hardly settle. Okay. So, I may be connecting with a Virgo that, was a little bit neither onesie and not in a positive sense. Impulsive, you know, going from relationship to relationship, engaging in risky behaviors, you know, just really having a difficult time of life. I'm really sorry to hear that you've been through a tragedy. If you have, maybe you've lost a loved one or some kind of adverse situation or something happened in your life. But on the good end of things, there was a silver lining to your situation because you were able to change your mindset, shift your mind to something more positive, something more fruitful. Um, yeah, it's just like being on a difficult road. It's almost like, dealing with devil energies, perhaps, addictions, it could be anything. As I said before, risky behaviors, anything. You've been through a really tough road, and Spirit is highlighting that. and you could be quite an athletic person. Maybe that's, to be more specific, maybe you are athletic, you like sports, you practice in a lot of physical activities, including sports or whatnot. All right, so let's see what comes out in the cards for you, in the tarot cards. What are any additional messages or um, to expand on the situation perhaps that you would like Virgo to know about? Okay, Spirit. Maybe you told yourself maybe you believed in something at first. Maybe you had a certain perspective about how your life was or what you were doing or why you were doing something. And now you're seeing that, it just wasn't true, maybe you needed to see something from a higher perspective. Or, yeah, maybe you were going down a path that wasn't going to bring you any um, positive result. Yeah, the mask fell off. You know, Right. Maybe you experienced tragedy through another person, even. You know, maybe another person brought tragedy into your life. This doesn't have to be you. Okay, so let's see what spirit has to say about the messages. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So we have. All right. I'll do it this way. So we have the Fool, new beginnings, the Magician, the Two of Wands on that side, and the King of Cups that side. So as I was telling the other signs, if you could just be patient with me, because um, I could tell you the traditional meanings of the cards, but the cards themselves for this vice versa tarot deck also have meanings within themselves, and it's quite a few cards. So I might have to look at the additional meanings to give you more information. Um, but on the first part of this, I'm seeing 0, 1, 2. So it's like it's you're going from one step to another step to another step. So some a new journey you started with, you weren't sure of where you were going, um, but I'm not sure if you were able to manifest everything that you wanted to, or it could be that you encountered some manipulative energies or someone who didn't have the best intention, but somehow you're waiting for a message, or maybe waiting for a person, not really a message, but I don't know if you're waiting for a person to return or something you're trying to make a decision on about something or someone. It could be about a King of Cups person, who it's, the negative side of the King of Cups. Or let's see what additional information, because on the face of things, the Fool is the Fool, the meaning. I remember the Fool is setting off on a new journey, not quite knowing where you're going. But I still need to clarify these three cards here, with the Magician, the Two of Wands, and the Queen. Sorry, the King of Cups. So with let's look at the Magician. So that's a major arcana. Actually, you have two major arcanas here. So it was really something, it's a really a lesson that you had to learn that was important for your um, elevation. Oh, so maybe you're proceeding with something and not telling others about it. Spirit is saying move in silence. Whatever new endeavor that you are forging forward with, you need to keep silent about it. It's something spiritual. It could be something spiritual with that that is, I don't know if it's a lily, but it's a spiritual flower right here at the back of his cloak. But you're not quite seeing it. Spirit has plans for you, but it's behind your back. You're not really seeing it. You know, it's something spiritual that you have been inspired to move forward with. Um, so let's look at the two of wands in the on that side. So I'm bringing it down to the two of wands. If you hear any noise in the background, I'm so sorry. Um, so on this side of the two of wands, it's all about timing. So even though you're not doing any, forward movement, you're not really performing any action, you're not actively doing something, this is a time of contemplation. So with this card here, it's saying you're moving in a new direction, not really telling others of what you're doing, but you're actually not doing anything physically, but you're doing a lot of thinking. So you want to move forward in a new direction, um, but just thinking about it. And it could be about this King of Cups. You could be this King of Cups because you may have water in your chart. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So let's go into the King of Cups and see what additional information, because this is like the inward side, the inner side of the King of Cups. So with the King of Cups, oh, so it's like someone, so you're happy about something here. Yeah, yeah. So it seems like you are happy. That's what you keep in secret, that you're quite happy inside, that you feel lighthearted. So maybe through a tragic situation, you kind of came out on the side where you feel more at peace now. Maybe you discovered spirituality with that that rose, not rose, lily, or whatever that spiritual plant is at the back of his robe. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe whatever you went through, um, you found a new path. Maybe it's a new path of spirituality. Maybe um, that made you feel more content and happy inside. At least that's what it's saying to me. Because I want to look on the front side of the magician card here. Yeah. You have all that you need, and you're just not speaking on it. You're not telling anybody about it. You just you whatever you're focusing on, you're not telling anybody. You're just being quiet about it. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. But it's good that there was a silver lining to whatever situation that you emerged from. Because look, it resulted in your happiness, in your contentment, in your peace, in moving forward in a different way. Okay? So let's see what Spirit has to add here. So that's great news. I mean, it perhaps was didn't, evolve in the way that it didn't start in the way you expected, but it turned out quite well for you. What are the messages please for the Virgo Collective Spirit? Thank you. Any messages for the Virgo Collective Spirit? Thank you. Let's see what comes out for you. Ooh, these some things. This summer card uh, flipped out, fell on the floor. Um, yeah. So we have the summer card, bask in the joy and light. So maybe something new. All right. So we have this, and we have these two that flip around. So yeah, we have again. This came out for Libra. So we have summer, bask in joy and light. We have sun. So that's two positive cards right there. So that could reflect your happiness on a situation. Enjoy success and happiness. So maybe this summer something came out or you're experiencing during the summer something that makes you quite happy. Protection, guardian, drop your shields. So maybe you are protective by nature, Virgo, or maybe you feel a sense of protection, or maybe whatever situation or new circumstance that you're encountering, you are being protected. Spirit is saying you are being protected. And then we have High Priest, intend and create. So we have the High Priest here, intend and create, and then we have the Magician. So those are two cards of manifestation. It and then also not only manifestation but also spirituality. Hmm. I believe this here is this bird means transformation here. This is isn't this the bird of death and rebirth or something like that? I could be wrong. I think this is the bird that's in charge of the Egyptian cemeteries or represents the um let me see here. High priest. Yeah, the divine masculine. Maybe you're divine masculine. Or maybe if you're female, it's the divine masculine within you. Yeah. So you are becoming a spiritual leader or you're being influenced by a spiritual leader. Um, but I would look into that transformational, death and rebirth here. With that bird, I think is a death card. Not the death card, the death, a symbol of death with that bird there. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, um, that high priest here is saying that um, whatever you, whatever difficulty you went through in the past, it's brought you to a more spiritual and more contented center. Okay, a more contented, being more happy and more at peace with yourself. And on this new journey that you're embarking on. This could already be happening in the summer, okay? Or next summer at least. So I hope this helped and I hope it resonated, Virgo. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Great news, okay? Take care, Virgo. All right, bye bye.